Hello and welcome. Today we are back with map making, and as you can see we have got our test map from part 1, link down below for part 1. So things have changed with how you make the road. So let's bring up the console, and for example you can see what I've done here is, let me select it. We have just a standard decal and then we've painted the road. So let me delete that entire thing. There we go. Now we have this road architecture tool. So if we click on it, then we have multiple options on the right hand side, but this is where mine is. Yours might pop up in an additional box. Yeah, so we've got add a new spline road, add a new arc road, add a new overlays for tire tread markings only. That's quite good to handle. Got a bridge. We have ability to reload the collision mesh. So then we've also got junctions. We've got groups you can set up. And then there's some additional options. So these are quite handy. We're going to go through this today. This is going to be just the roads option. And we're going to see what we can make. So let's start off with a spline. So you click on the spline. And let's just do, look, you can see it's starting to create the road for us. I'm just going to put some random nodes down. There we go, nice and easy. And I'm going to sort this one out because that was a bit wrong for me. Okay, there we go. See, yeah, we've got a little spline. It's got all the nodes. So now we've got additional options. So if we go to Terraform, and if you click show, this is the area it's going to terraform, and you can increase that, decrease that. You can also set the margin. We're going to leave it to about there, and I'm going to click, because we're just doing this road. You can select all roads if you have more than one. I'm going to select this one, so we do that. There you go. It has now merged, well, not merged, sorry. It has now leveled out the ground around to match what we have made, and additionally to make it a lot smoother. So then we have granularity. This one I'm still getting to grips with, but it does say set the granularity level for this road, less, more, etc. You also got master width. So basically this is just it's easy, self-explanatory, the width of your tracks. Auto banking, so yes, you can set it to auto bank, which does, for example, well, as you can see, it dips in. Layers. So this is, from what I understand, actually, let me turn off banking. Why is that not turned off? There we go. Right. So if we go to layers now, this is basically going to be the layers for the road, the line in the middle of the road, and also the edge, and you can change that. So you got the edge, you got edge left, edge right, blend left, blend right, and the center line. You're going to have to set the level it sets at. So for example, let's start with the texture length. I normally set that to 15 because that's quite a nice number. You can also change it. So up here you've got additional decals, and you can see whatever you want it to be. You can customize it. It's quite handy. So the land index, the lane of which layer is attached. So we've got the first one, -1, and then we've got the positions on top. You've got the attachments left and right, and reverse. Then you have down the bottom here, you've got road conditions. So I like mine to have bad conditions. So road conditions, the higher it is, the more worn it is, or damaged, as they say. The repair, again, going to put that quite high. Potholes, we love a pothole, so let's put about 37 potholes, and then we'll do some random seeding. So I'm going to do that. Fade in, you can set it to fade in if you want. It's as simple, it's basically like you're doing a decal, really. And visualization is toggle the road surface mesh. You can just toggle bits and bobs. And then render options, I haven't used that option, so I don't need to. So once you've got all your settings in place, best thing to do is, because it's better to do the terraform after you've done everything, so I'm going to do that again. There you go, you can see it's all merged and all settled itself out. And now we're going to go to the top of the screen and click this button in the top, and if you do that, then there you go, you literally have road textures, as simple as that. And then all you got to do is go to your paint tool. Let's change the size of it. Let's do the terrain. I'm gonna click my asphalt, and lovely jubbly, there we go. All you got to do is just slowly paint it, and you have a road that is smooth and good to go, basically. And then there you go. Nice. Right, so let's dump our vehicle here. Let's come out of this mode. Let's give it a little drive. I'm going to go this way. I'm not using my controller for this, but this is really smooth. I wonder if the potholes can be bigger, maybe. But it's very detailed. Originally, I had issues with this, with it flickering, but it seems like the flickering has stopped because of the layers. I like it. Nice. It's very nicely detailed. It's not too bad. I think we could do a little bit better. So let's test out a junction. I haven't played with this yet, so we're gonna... How should we do this? Let's bring a junction up here. So we go back into the architecture tool, go click edit. I'm going to click on junctions, and you have add a two-way junction, add a four-way, three-way T-style junction, a three-way Y-style, a roundabout. So let's do a roundabout. I want to do a roundabout. And then we've got the additional sidewalk transitions, which are quite nice. We'll get to them in a minute. Click on that. And you have to double click for it to stay there. So now that is there. You got include traffic lights. That's quite cool. This has got a lot of options. Number of lanes. We can add it, let's say 2 lanes per side. Do a 3-lane. Lane width. We want a sidewalk. Include traffic lights. Yes, we want them. Front arrows. Yep. Road condition. Again, we want it really bad. That. Potholes. Nice. Add a highway merge lane. So, once you've got your bit in place, the easiest thing to do, so you got, for example, the roundabout. We're gonna, let's change that. You hit the lock option and that'll finalize its location. Click that. Then that is ready for everything to be joined to. So, and then we have the new urban. We need to delete that and do that again. So if we go and get this tool again, we'll rotate. Let's say we want it round about there, let's say. So double click, finalize that. Then you have nodes to connect to. So we go bang, that will go to there, which we go to roads, that will go to there. No. Here you can extend it. Once it's finalized, you can edit it, extend it, whatever you need to do. Now I'm going to try and work out why this isn't finalizing. So, okay. So then if we add a link area and that's all connected. Now we need to put that to, that has done something really weird. Why has it done that? I do not know. Okay, let's undo that. You know, let's sort the terrain out. So if we do terrain all, there we go. We have a bit more functionality now. Let's connect these. Yes, they have joined. So I think what I need to do is find the junction that I'm going to be using. For example, let's delete that. Let's delete that one and delete that one. That doesn't seem to be correct, but, or is it this way? Yeah, okay, it's the wrong way around. Always make sure they're the right way around, because this is where what I've done wrong here, evidently. So if we do that again, and we want best way to go around. No, go around. Go around, go around, go around. There we go. So many sections. Anyway, that's how that works. What we'll do is, if I deselect this now, go to road, sorry. And let's grab that to go to there. So, bam, bam, round you go. Gonna try our best here into, it's not linking. It should link, basically. Let me see if I can get it to link. Can't get it to link exactly, but once you're done, once everything is leveled and you're happy with it all, the best thing to do is transform everything so it fits and it's nice and snug. Then what you'll do is click, come out of edit mode, and then you have, for example, the highway or urban area going into a massive roundabout. And this is all you got to do is color it again. So if we go to the asphalt, let's just color that, for example, just looks a lot more better. Looks a lot better. Obviously, we would have, let's say, grass, say about there. Nice. Grass around the edges. We've even got lampposts, we've got stop signs, we've got traffic lights. Then you can add additional objects that you have in your map. But yeah, as you can see, traffic lights are there, going the right way for, well, whatever way you want them. We've got rock we could add. Let's add a bit of asphalt down here. It's not perfect, like something's gone wrong here. So not exactly sure why it's done that, but you can individually go to the node, for example, and let's say I want to delete that node. Don't like that, so delete that node, for example. I want to go and get this deleted. I think it's time to make this map look a lot better automatically. So we're going to change the material of pretty much everything here. So obviously you've got the rocks here, you've got some grass, you know, in this area. Let's do everything. So if you go to the terrain tool, go terrain painter, you have auto paint in the bottom right. Depending on what one you're clicked on is the one that it's going to auto paint. So just bear that in mind when you're doing something. So let's do grass, auto paint. Best thing I can suggest for getting auto paint sorted is giving it like a, doing some tests. For example, that's on 0. So to make it, you know, so it's rock and above a certain angle, I've put it to 25. We have a lot to do here. So if we go terrain tool, I normally do it in segments because it's a lot easier. So max height is 401. We're gonna go 301, and we'll put the max height to 0. Sorry, minimum height is going to be 0. Max height. So click on auto paint. Minimum is going to be 0. Max height we're going to put to 301 because we don't want it completely to the top. The slope max is be 25 degrees, and you click auto paint. Once it's finished, it will completely paint everything. So it will freeze, do it in segments, and you'll see where you can go from there. But we'll be back when it's finished. Okay, so the auto paint has finished, and as you can see, it has added a load of grass across the entire map. So we want to increase that because obviously here it's stopped. I'm going to go a little bit higher, let's say 500, and let's do auto paint again. So basically keep going up until you've reached the level you want, and then we'll go to the next step after that. All right, there we go. So now it has gone up quite a substantial amount, and yeah, it looks like it's gone up to the top as well. So then we click on rock, and the easiest way I can describe to do this is you're basically going to be swapping the numbers around. So if we do auto paint, we've still got 0, we've still got max height 500. The slope, so we're going to put all this all the way up. The slope is going to be 25 because that's what we want. And we're going to click auto paint again. It will hold, and we'll see. We'll come back when it's done. There you go. Now you have grass and then rock everywhere else. So as you can see, this looks pretty detailed now. Auto paint is quite a nice little tool to have, but obviously you need to do this first. So now if we go back to our architecture, we're going to have to redo all of this paintwork, which is fine. So going back into this, what you can do under layers, if you go scroll up a little bit, you've got road span mesh. So you can change, there's multiple options here. The top ones, I'm assuming, are decals, looking at them, and then you have the single mesh, then you have the road span mesh. So if we click on a mesh, what option does this give us? We get the ability to add physical objects. So we could have we could have a pile of dirt, we could have what is that? That is a bollard. You've got cardboard boxes. There's a whole list of things you can add, and you could vary depending on what you're doing and what type of map you're doing. So let's add a bit of debris. I think I'm gonna add, I don't want anything too big. Let's add a bit of scrap. Yeah, let's go with scrap, this one. And then you select it, you close it, and that will then, once it's rendered, will be part of your road. And if we click single mesh, this will be the same really, basically. So we want to do lane index. We're going to put that to 1, and then let's do render. So we're going to add a new layer, and we're going to put trash. We're going to click show for this. And what we're going to do, we're going to go to road mesh span. I'm going to select a mesh. Let's do this bit of scrap. So now we've got our bit of debris. You can see here it's highlighted. If we go, I'm going to left and right. Let's do that one. And then what we'll do is we can change the spaces. So if we do, let's say 45, there's difference. We've got different settings. So we've got lane index. We can't change that. Offset. We want to, let's rotate them. Let's say 100, 170, 100. Let's just do 90. That is height. Let's change the direction they go. So we want to put this offset around. I'm going to go there. Click render. And there you have a bit of debris randomly in the road for us to drive into. Let's see if it is collisioned. I think it's got some collision. Let's have a look. Oh, it's got collision. That is going to cause a lot of carnage. So, quick video, rough little description of how things work. Let's do one more to end this out, and let's do some lights for this. I'm going to do this on the roundabout. So, go to ready to, texture, roundabout. Let's do it on this section here. And if we go to, let's go to add a new layer, lights, and we'll do a road span. Let's choose our light. Traffic sign signals. Let's have a look. Pole light. Oh, we got a double or we got a single. Let's do the single. Then if we click show on that, there we go. They're centered, but we don't want them centered, do we? So if we now do space in between, we can change index. We can change. You're going to want this on both sides pretty much. So we're going to do one on the left, one on the right. And we're going to swing them 90 degree. Let's do that one. That works. Guessing, yep, they stand there. Got offset. We're going to put it right in the corner on the sidewalks. We could. Road conditions, obviously really patchy, but that's fine. Right, if we click render, we should see 4 lights. Just like that. You have lights. Obviously, there is way too many here. We can change that. We go to click on our lights. 10. Let's make it 15. We'll do 15. And click render. That's a bit better. Now we have traffic lights. And all you've got to do is add the light functionality, which you can do by going to create object, point, or spotlight, depending on what you want to do. We're going to go spotlight. We're going to add one right there. And then we're going to add the other one that's come. We're going to do right there. Copy. And put the other one there. As you can see, currently these are pointing straight ahead. You can just about see that. So if we do the range, put that to 20. We're going to rotate them. So press 2 on your keyboard. And these are now going to move positions, but that's fine. Maybe we'll move these slightly up so they're in the lights. That's what I like to do. We could change the color. We could change the outer angle, the shadows, the brightness. So if we do 2 for brightness and we switch it to nighttime. There we go. So the outer, let's do 55. It's got a bit of a, let's change it to 30. There you go. And now we've got some lights. So if we paint this, let me go back to day for you. we now paint this, it's not going to look complete because obviously we need to change the color of the asphalt, which we can do in another video. And I've just taken off my grass. That's fine. But there you go. And if I go daytime, nighttime, sorry. Nice. We have lights that function. How cool is that? But guys, I'm going to leave it here for today. We've focused a little bit on this. There is a lot more to the road architecture, but you can play around, see what you can come up with, and let me know what you come up with. And if there's something I got wrong, let me know below, because I would happily like to know. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you next time.